Hello, everybody. Hi. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. Hello, hello. I'm going to give people a minute to come on. It's so pretty out here, I guess, if you're in the shade. And I am just out for a second. I wanted to just come on. Hi. Hello, Ryan. Thank you for joining me. I'm just going to wait for a few more minutes before I get started. Hello, Miss Barnes. Hello, Tori. Hi. Not going to be on long. I just wanted to salute all of the... Hello, Toya. Wanted to salute all the single mothers that's out raising kids and doing this thing all by yourself and with the village of people that God has given you. So I want to just say congratulations. You guys deserve it. It takes a mighty woman to raise boys and raise these children in this 2019. And so I am so honored that today, a week from Thursday, I graduated with an honorary doctorate degree. And then my oldest son graduated with a graphics design and new media. And today, my baby graduated today with from middle school. He's going to high school. And so I am so godly proud. That's right, honey. Single mamas rock. We need our own club because we need a whole 6 months of the year to be celebrated, because sometimes some single women, we do work that we don't even ever get credit for, which is okay because it's an honor to be a mother. And we're not just a mother, we're counselors. We're everything to these kids. And God forbid if you got just boys, and trying to raise them up to be respectful men that is honorable to God and honorable to themselves and to others. And so I am so grateful that at this age, that after getting my mind right and choosing to live my life for the Lord and choosing to get myself on the straight and narrow. And it doesn't mean that we always get it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard. Like, I have 2 boys that I am raising up to be, I pray, men of valor, men that will not just honor themselves and be respectful to women, but also be respectful to others. And so it has not been an easy journey, not knowing how we were going to do it, when we were going to do it. And God always prevailed. He always saw us through. He always did what he promised he would do. And so I wanted to take a moment to just salute not just myself, but the women, the countless of women that are, and not just women, there are some men that are single fathers that are raising children by themselves. And so, this is like, you don't even know sometimes, like, whatever you're putting out and pouring out into your kids, if it's gonna, like, if it's working. Nobody gave us a handbook. We just went off grandmama and mama and them and just hope that we get it right. And every child is different. And so, that my kids are not on drugs and not in jail. Daddy duty. That's right, Tracy. Sometimes we don't know, but we've done the best that we can do with the help of the Lord being on our side. And I'm sure that if your kids like mine, excuse me, it's hot out here a little bit. If your kids like mine, they have caused you to grow up, mature, and to line your life up, and while you're building your dream. And I was building my brand and building my dreams and living out God's purpose on the inside of me. Days I did not know. My kids didn't know I was depressed. They didn't know I didn't have enough. They didn't know that I felt guilty and felt like I was a failure at times, like I failed my kids, and because I wasn't seeing some of the results that I was on my knees about. And sometimes, with the push of the village that God has given all of us, just remember, if your kids are still in school and you're still pushing, Toya, I'm telling the truth, girl. Like, sometimes we I hope I got this right, but my kids have never been to jail, and I'm not saying that those kids that have gone to jail, because sometimes we got to go by the way of whatever to get us to wherever we need to get to, because she didn't took her mama through a lot. My mother stayed on her knees praying for me, stayed on her knees, hoping and praying that the phone call that she got that day, that it wouldn't be a phone call that my daughter did not make it, because my mind wasn't right. I wasn't living my life fearlessly for the Lord. And it's times that my kids had to tell me, Mom, they had to encourage me, because I did not know how we were gonna do it, but we did it, and even to this day, sometimes I still have those rough moments where I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It may not be the money now, but it may be some other stuff, like how are we gonna get through this, and how are we gonna. So I want to encourage and to salute every single mother that has stood up against the wall and fought the battle for your children. And when your child was wrong, but you stood in the gap anyway, because you knew the purpose and the calling of God that was on their life, and you decided, come hell or hot water, the devil ain't gonna have my baby. I'm gonna stand in the midst of this fight, and I'm gonna make sure that I push this boy, push this girl to be what they desire and what God has called them to be. And so it's been times, I'm telling you, that I was like, God, where you at? Because the daddy ain't here. The village that said that they were going to stand in the gap for me ain't here. Ain't nobody, calling my son, trying to come pick him up. It's me. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes it has gotten rough. And I just wanted to come on to celebrate all of the pushers, all of the birth makers, all of the women that have pushed their babies through and that has seen their children's triumphant. And now some of you are seeing your children, your grandbabies coming through the lineage of the work that you've put in. In my Jennifer Hudson voice, where are you at, Atlanta? Yes. But you guys know, Tracy said, this is good stuff. Thank you for doing this. We celebrate you all. Oh, thank you so much. I'm telling you, it is hell sometimes raising these kids. I done found stuff that was in me that I didn't even know was inside of me. Out of parenting, you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. But I've been the baseball mama, the football mama. My oldest son was in wrestling. I've done all of that. So just wanted to just love on you ladies today, and the men that are single parents and that are doing the best you can. And sometimes you don't know, right? I'm gonna walk a little bit, well, maybe not, I'll stay back in the shade so y'all can see me. So sometimes my kids would get mad at me because I was building a brand when my son was very young, and I would make him get up early in the morning, and he had to drag my books through the World Congress Center and make him stand there and greet people as they were coming to greet me as I was getting up to either teach, preach, or whatever God sent me to do that day. And at times we would I remember having a non-emergency transportation business at one point, and I adopted this family. I just feel like, I love the dogs, I love everybody, y'all know. So my son was like, Ma, we don't even know these people. We got to give up part of our Christmas to give our gifts to this family. And and so we haven't had, to be honest, any white families close to us. We help people, but this was a white family, a Caucasian family that I adopted. They was one of my patients, and we took them in. And so and bought them Christmas presents. And so I began to teach my children early on what the work of a humanitarian means, and what it means to be a missionary, and what it means to love on those, and do things outside the space that you're in. No matter if we live in a house and we got a pool, we got all this stuff. But however, there are so many. So they learn at an early age what it was like to give. Even when they did not want to give, when we would go and speak to thousands and thousands of people at Jose Feed the Hungry, and my kids see me working, that effort and that, listen, I couldn't leave them at home. Y'all understand, Tracy? Y'all understand what I'm saying? I ain't had nobody to babysit my children, so I couldn't leave them at home. I had to bring them with me, and I ain't have no whole team, because who started on my team ended up quitting on me. Y'all, I'm not gonna get into branding stuff, but I'm just telling you, you got to put the work in, and your children need to see the integrity in your work, so that one day they will grow up and be the men that seed that you planted, that seed will eventually grow. And so it's been many times both of my kids had to sell books for me. They had to collect money. They had to talk to people about the effort and the fight that we're raising awareness on. We went to many walks, many runs. They had to come on, get out the bed, and let's get moving. And so I want to encourage you women that have a desire to build your brands and build your life and still move forward, and you still a mother. You may have a baby on your hip and ministry on the other. Don't let none of that keep you from doing anything that God has called you to do, because what you will find your purpose in your children. You will find your destiny wrapped up in your family. And if you get them involved in what you're doing, I promise you, I am a living witness. My kids had to learn about what human trafficking was by watching the work that I was doing in the community. They had to learn, so I can throw them the mic at any given time now, and they can talk, teach, and educate people about the cause. Now, that is not their calling. However, but what was being taught was integrity, work ethics, and being able to know how to build a brand from nothing, and then still be able to do things in excellence. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So this goes to the men also. If you are not a single father and the mother has your children and they live with her and you pick them up on periodically, make sure every moment that you have with your children that it is priceless and that you are putting in the work. You understand? Because these kids, they need it. There's so much that's going on. There's so much in our community that is happening from women being missing. I'm not going to get on that topic. That's another Facebook Live. But I just wanted to come on to encourage you. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Dr. Peterson. Hello, everybody. Hi, Marcus. God got you. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Stacy. So I just came on to salute the mothers and the women and the village of people that have stood by us as single women to help us to continue to push these men and young women into their destiny. And so as I graduate thank you, Dr. Peterson, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. But I graduated last Thursday, and God changed my name. I didn't go looking for this. You understand what I'm saying? But God has a village of people that are waiting on you. That's why we got to do what God has called us to do. So you could be at the right place at the right time, to be able to be in the face of the kings and the queens that God is bringing your gifts and bringing the anointing of God in your life before them. He said he will bring you before greatness. He will bring you before these people. And so I want to encourage the women that are watching and the single parents that are watching. Listen, I'm telling you, continue to make sure that you don't dim your light so others can shine, and make sure, because I'm telling you, your children you are planting seeds into your inheritance. These children is your legacy, and they belong to us. However, they really belong to God. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Marcus, you said you can talk a long time. You got a Good mouthpiece. Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, this was a woman that could not speak. I couldn't talk. I was dyslexic. I couldn't read or write in my first grade. Y'all have to read about my story and how God has allowed my life to triumphant over so many obstacles and stop signs and everything else. But I am here and I am a 5-star author. So it's possible. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. And as a single woman trying to position my life that it continues to thrive and continue to be effective, not just first at home, that your life is affected at home first. And so I think I'm gonna leave. That's right. Never know who's watching you. That's right, honey. You never know who's watching you. And I tell my children all the time, it ain't time to be trying to get ready when it's time to be ready. You understand? Like my son, DeMarcus Worsham, he's a graphics designer. He's a director. He's a film writer. He's all of that. When he was 8 years old, God told me, don't be worried about the things, the expectations of the world, but work with the gifts that's inside of him that I have freely given to him. So yesterday he got a phone call from a movie director. Y'all gonna make me shout out here. He got a call. He got an email from a film director that asked him rather, would he like to join her team as an editor? I want to drop this phone and get my shout out on y'all. I'm telling you, because he stayed the course. He stayed the course. He stayed the course. He stayed the course. My son in my house right now, I'm not inside the house, but my son right now, the same lady, he reached out to this lady to find someone that can make his set for his movie that he's going to be doing. It's a horror flick. I don't know if I'm going, y'all, because I don't like horror stuff. But he's doing a horror flick, and she is the same person that has been silently mentoring him. So you never know who's watching you. You never know who God has already put in place in your life to be a blessing. And so I want to encourage you guys. Continue to do the work. Continue to encourage your children. And women, continue to live your best life. Don't let nobody dim your light, baby. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do all of these. Because I got sick and tired of people telling me, you all over the place. You're doing too much. You need to sit down somewhere and just stick to one thing at a time. Well, I'm sorry if you can't walk, talk, and chew gum at the same time, but she can. So God made room for my gifts, and he's making rooms for my son's gifts. And so I love you guys so much. Hello, Dwayne. Hello. I love you guys so much. And my heart and my desire is to continue to push our voices forward so that we can do the power and allow the power of God to work within us. Hello, Janelle. Hi, sister. Hello, everybody. And again, make sure you turn your notification on. So when I come back on, you guys, I am going to attempt to start doing my sipping chats, but I'm working on something right now with YouTube, and I need every single 5,000 people on this page to partner with me, to be connected to this voice, to be connected to the mission and the purpose of God that he's doing. And I'm one of those that's in ministry that believes that I'm only a small portion of what the work really is about. So it takes all of us to link our arms, to come together and to work this thing, right? So sometimes if you can't turn over your own soil, you might need a sister to help you dig that dirt and flip it over. You understand what I'm saying? Because we got to get out here and make some changes. Make some changes, right? Okay, so I got to go. We getting ready to go celebrate. I mean, in one house, 3 people graduated. Lord Jesus, let me turn around. Won't he do it? Oh my God, won't God do it? I want you to stay encouraged. Know that God has not forgotten about you. Know that he hasn't forgotten about you, that the work is yet to be completed, and God is still moving. He is putting you, listen, as long as you don't stop, moving, I promise you, God is going to send people along the way, like a Craig Borkins. Y'all hear me now? Elsie Miles, like Jennifer, like there's so many people, Cheryl Ann Bennett, those so many people that was supposed to be a part of my journey, and I didn't even have enough. Y'all understand? I couldn't do it all by myself, and God sent a village of people that I didn't even know. They wasn't a part of my inner circle. They wasn't a part of the people that I can just reach out and touch, but God sends people to do the work and help you do the work that he's called you to do. So I know I could keep going on and on, because I am a purposeful driven person, and I want everyone to win. So I love you guys much. I will post some pictures of my baby and the triumphant things that God is doing. And you guys have an amazing, amazing day. You know, I'm at the point I'm tired of saying, my day is okay. It's okay. No, it's amazing. She is amazing. Everything about us is amazing. And we about to do an amazing job for the kingdom of God. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. See you guys soon. Be watchful. I got some awesome things getting ready to come open. Okay, bye-bye.